Radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the base. This is Sport R coming to you live from the studio of Power 365 FM. My name is James Oluwadurotimiaremu. Now, quickly, let's kickstart the show from where we left it on the Yoruba scene. Okay, for those who missed out on Talulagbo, the Yoruba program. Show your logo, I beg your pardon. Yoruba program, the Sports Yoruba program. Let's continue. Okay, let me give you a recap. Of what I talked about earlier. Well, I know my other brother, my co-sport presenter, Miracle, must have told you what happened last night, talking about the Euro 2024 semi-final second game and also the Copa America. Alright, our road leads. So the final Sunday for both games, talking about for both tournaments, I beg your pardon, talking about Copa America 2024 and also European Championship, the 2024 edition. For the second time consecutively, England find themselves in the final of the Euro 2024, but this time against Spain. Don't forget, in 2021 they played against Italy. So they were able to lift that trophy, where we saw the likes of Bukayo Saka and Jadon Sancho miss their penalties, which led to racial abuse online and offline for the players. And Argentina, for the second time, they find their way into the final of the Copa America as well. Okay, who is going to set the record? The Three Lions who failed to win the last edition, or Argentina that won the last edition. Colombia defeated Uruguay 1-0, and after that game, we saw another scene of mixed martial art, or let me say UFC. The stadium was turned to octagon as Liverpool forward and also Uruguay player Miss Nunes, I beg your pardon, Darwin Nunes, after missing several chances for Liverpool and also missing different chances for Uruguay in this tournament. He also missed his shot, his blows and punches after he attacked. Let me say he was attacked by Colombia fans. Alright, quickly, let's start the show properly from the MPFL. Talking about the MPL4G star. Newly appointed Abia Warriors head coach Imama Amakpakabo has promised to build on the success achieved by the club last season. Abia Warriors finished as runners-up in the 2024 President Federation Cup. Amakpakabo assured that he will build a team with purpose. Well, it was reported that Amakpakabo signed a 2-year contract with the Umaya-based club on Wednesday. That was yesterday. And in his words, he says, first of all, I can assure that you will definitely enjoy good football with me. That I can guarantee. He said that during his unveiling ceremony, he also said we have a team that will play with purpose and result-oriented football. At the end of the day, we will be able to achieve results playing on the continent and also be able to win laurels. This is Amakpa Kabo. Let's not forget that Abia Warriors finished as runners-up in the 2024 President Federation Cup, in which Academic Warriors defeated them 2-0 in the final of the President Federation Cup. Alright, wave from Abia City. Rangers technical advisor Fidelis Ilechukwu admitted it will be difficult for his team to defend the Nigeria Premier Football League title. The Flying Antelopes who won the MPFL title for the 8th time last season. Ilechukwu assured that his crew will present a very strong team for the new season. It was reported that Rangers resumed preparation for the new season on Wednesday, that was yesterday. And in his words, says we are looking forward to having all the players back in camp. Where we start on a positive note, so that the team will present a very strong team in the CAF Champions League. We know fully well that we have lost some players in the team, and we want to make sure we present a strong team for the new season. We will work out a strategy and see what we can do. It's not going to be easy because it looks like it was when we won the league. It looks like it was when we won the league last season. It's going to be very difficult to stay at the top, says Fidelis Ilechukwu. Nigeria defender Ebube Duru is on the verge of completing a move to Danish club. Duru last played for Rivers United in the Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL). The left back was clubless for the entire 2023-2024 season. The 24-year-old previously played for Lobby Stars in the NPFL. The defender has made 3 appearances for Nigeria at the international level. His new club, they promoted to the Danish top flight last season. He will be willing to show his skills and what he has got in package for his new club. Alright, away from Rivers United. Alright, let's talk about the national news. Secretary General of the Nigeria Olympic Committee, NOC, Tunde Pokuola, has said there is no cause for alarm ahead of the July 12 final judgment by the Court of Arbitration for Sport (CAS) on allegations by the World Anti-Doping Agency (WADA) that the country is not compliant with the anti-doping code. Around 15 days before the 2024 Olympics in Paris, the fate of Nigeria athletes competing in the name of the country is hanging in the balance, as an unfavorable judgment will see Nigeria and the athletes lose some privileges of the game and subsequent editions. Pokuola, however, allayed the fears, noting that the NOC, talking about Nigeria Olympic Committee, has been able to put things in order. Well, according to him in his words, he says we've gone past the era of failing. We've done virtually everything necessary, and it's just get to court when they're ready. So there is no cause for alarm, and we're going to function just the way it should be, says Pokuola. He also said one thing is that the anti-doping committee is supposed to be independent, and once done that and other necessary things will be alright, says Pokuola. Ahead of Friday's judgment tomorrow, top officials of the Ministry of Sport Development and other agencies of the government, as well as 3 international lawyers hired to defend the case, are said to be in Lucerne, Switzerland for the hearing. The allegations of non-compliance and the consequences are expected to take effect on Nigeria immediately after CAS makes its ruling on the 12th of July, which is tomorrow, if Nigeria is found guilty of punishment recommended by WADA's Compliance Review Committee. stated that the country's flags will not be flown in the Paris Olympic Games and other competitions. This means that Nigerian athletes will not compete under the country's name and code if they win any medal. There will be no room for Nigerian anthem or flag to be hoisted. The country will also be ineligible to host any major sporting event until restatement conditions are met. Pray that the judgment will favor Nigeria as a whole and all our athletes. Okay, before I talk about other sports, Nigeria defender Emmanuel Mavira has sued a move to Portuguese club CD Tondela. The 23-year-old linked up with Tondela from another Portuguese outfit. Talking about Vila Verdense Football Club. The 23-year-old Maviram signed a 2-year contract with his new side. The left back has been playing in Portugal since 2019. The player expressed his happiness following the move. Thank you very much, Tondela, for this opportunity and for placing your trust in me, told the club's official website. I'm a fullback. My priority is to defend. I have to focus on closing down the ball wall. And that's not all. I also attack and support the team going forward. Above all, I'm available for the team. This is Maviram. Alright, Jumoke Alani and Regina Otto have arrived at Super Falcons camp in Sevilla. That's Spain. The duo's arrival increased the number of players in camp to 18. Midfielder Regina Otto was handed an invitation on Tuesday following injury to Rosengard star Alimat Ainde. She's one of the 4 alternate players in the squad. The Super Falcons are camped at the Jerez de la Frontera in Sevilla, Spain. And the Wardroom side are expected to depart for Paris next week Thursday after taking on Canada in a friendly day earlier. Alright, quickly let's talk about other sports. Before we get back to football on the foreign scene. Alright, talking about other sports, let's talk about basketball. LeBron James and Steph Curry made a winning start as USA teammate in an 86-72 victory over Canada in a pre-Olympics exhibition game in Las Vegas yesterday. The 2 NBA superstars are part of a formidable USA basketball roster that will be chasing a 5th consecutive gold medal with the Paris Olympics. Immediately, the Paris Olympics get underway this month. Talking about LeBron James and Stephen Curry are playing alongside each other for the first time as international teammates and showed glimpses of a near telepathic understanding during Wednesday's game. Steph Curry finished with 12 points while James had 7 as the US recovered from an early 11-1 deficit. They cruised to victory in their final game at home before Paris. They came to United Arab Emirates for exhibition games against Australia and Serbia next week in Los Angeles. Los Angeles Lakers ace LeBron James gathered the USA team for a huddle following a win which suggested the Americans will unsurprisingly the red favorite for the gold medal in the basketball event in France. According to him, he says, we know we can be a lot better. So we've only been together 4 days. All the miscues offensively and the turnovers, we get better with that, but it starts on the defensive end. As long as we defend, we'll give ourselves a good chance to win every night, says James. Steph Curry agreed that defense will be the key to the Olympics campaign. Well, LeBron James, the NBA all-time leading point scorer, meanwhile said he had enjoyed joining forces with Golden State star Steph Curry. move away from basketball. Let's talk about Formula One. Alright, talking about Formula One. Formula One has announced the 6th Grand Prix, which will host event in the sprint format in 2025. The races, which feature a shorter race on the Saturday before the main event on the Sunday, start with the 2nd Grand Prix of the season in China, which will commence from the 21st to 23rd of March. The others are Miami from the 2nd to 4th of May, Belgium from the 25th to 27th of July, the US Grand Prix in Austin from the 17th to the 19th of October, Brazil Grand Prix from the 7th to the 9th of November, and the penultimate race in Qatar from the 28th to the 30th of November. China, Miami, Austin, Brazil, and Qatar are also sprint events on this year's schedule. Belgium hosted a sprint previously in 2023. The 2025 Formula One starts in Australia on the 14th to the 16th of March. Formula One has also released data to demonstrate that audiences are higher for sprint events than for Grand Prix run to the standard format, which sees 2 practice sessions on Friday followed by 1 on Saturday before qualifying and then the race. Alright, up to tennis, straight up to tennis. Wimbledon. Elena Rybakina, champion in 2022, is the highest ranked player left in the competition and is playing some of her best tennis since she left the title. Take, for example, a quarter-final win against Elena Svitolina. Took just 61 minutes, with Rybakina hitting an impressive 28 winner. The Kazakhstan world number 4 will bid for a second Wimbledon final in 3 years when she faces 34th seed Barbora Krejcikova in the second semi-final. On center court today, in fact, I'll give you the result. Alright, quickly, still talking about Wimbledon, but let's talk about live games. Okay, talking about live games. In the center court, the first semi-final from the women's single is going on right now. Donna Vecchi and Jasmine Paolini are currently playing their first set, and it's still 1-1, even though Jasmine Paolini is currently taking the serve. At exactly 2:45, about an hour to this time, Barbora Krejcikova and Elena Rybakina will face off in the same center court. Alright, in the men's singles, well, yesterday I told you what happened between Lorenzo Musetti and Taylor Fritz. Lorenzo Musetti came out top, winning that game in court 1. The game ended 3-6, 7-6, 6-2, 3-6, 6-1. That's a 5-set thriller. In center court, Alex de Minaur was supposed to take on Novak Djokovic, but it was a walkover as Alex de Minaur withdrew from the game due to injury. Alright, tomorrow, talking about the semi-final tomorrow, Dani Medvedev and Carlos Alcaraz will face each other. Same thing with Lorenzo Musetti and Djokovic. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, quickly, let's get back to football. Britain's King Charles congratulated England for their last gasp 2-1 victory over the Netherlands in the Euro 2024 semi-final on Wednesday. He, however, hoped there would be less drama in the final, with England winning without needing late goals or penalties. Substitute Ole Watkins scored in the 91st minute to send England through to their second successive European Championship final after beating the Dutch in an exhilarating encounter. In the match looking set for extra time, Watkins received a pass from fellow sub Kopama and fired a sweet strike into the far corner. Okay, Still talking about Euro 2024, Netherlands manager Ronald Koeman has slammed suggestion that England have been boring at Euro 2024. Koeman went further to say that Southgate side can beat Spain in Sunday's final. The Three Lions qualified for the final thanks to a 2-1 win over the Dutch country on Wednesday night. England and Southgate have been criticized throughout the competition for their disjointed displays, but Koeman insists they have enough quality to beat Spain. Netherlands coach Ronald Koeman has insisted that the use of video assistant referees (VAR) really breaks football. Koeman was reacting to the controversial penalty that referee Felix Zweier gave England. Koeman was reacting to the controversial penalty that the referee, talking about Felix Zweier, gave England against the Netherlands during his side Euro 2024 semi-final 2-1 defeat on Tuesday. Let's not forget that Harry Kane scored the penalty for England in the 80th minute after Denzel Dumfries' block was referred to VAR. The Bayern Munich striker was caught on the follow-through by Dumfries after he had already shot over the bar. No penalty was given originally, but referee Zweier then pointed to the spot after he was advised to go to the monitor by VAR. Then leveled with the spot kick, and substitute Ole Watkins scored a late 90th minute winner to send the Three Lions to Sunday's final, where they will face Spain. Well, according to Koeman, says, in my opinion, it should not have been a penalty. He kicked the ball, and the boot touched that of Dumfries. I think that we cannot play proper football. This is due to VAR. It really breaks football. According to former Newcastle United striker Alan Shearer has given his verdict on referee Felix Zweier's decision to award England a penalty against the Netherlands during both teams' Euro 2024 semi-final tie on Wednesday night. Xavi Simons scored a goal for Netherlands before England were handed a controversial spot kick when Harry Kane hit the deck before 20-minute mark. Zweier, okay. According to Alan Shearer, there is no doubt that there is a contact, but the defender Dumfries is trying to block the ball. Shearer said on the BBC Radio 5 Live, the follow-through from Harry Kane makes the connection. I didn't think it was a holler to be turned over. Okay, here is the captain of the Dutch nation not happy. Netherlands captain Virgil van Dijk has revealed he will consider his future for both club and country over the next few weeks. Van Dijk and his teammates were dumped out of the Euro 2024 by England on Wednesday night. Although the Dutch took an early lead, the Three Lions fall back into the semi-final. Van Dijk, who has won 75 caps in 9 years with the Netherlands, is now set to figure out the next steps in his career. The 33-year-old also has 1 season left on his contract at Liverpool. According to him, says, According to him, he says, I don't have the slightest idea right now. I will think carefully this summer about what I want at club level and as an international player. Then we will go for it again. But first, recover from this. After a season like this, where all kinds of things have happened, you get emotional at the end because you know it's over. Even though the captain Van Dijk hit out at reaction of referee Felix Zweier following their 2-1 defeat to England. According to him, when he was asked about Zweier's performance, Van Dijk told B Sport, says, I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should say something about this. But I think it says it all. The referee went in quite quickly after the game. He had no time to shake his hands. Wow, what does Van Dijk mean there? Alright, talking about Copa America, Uruguay striker Raúl Núñez was at the center of a fight with Colombia fans following his side's defeat in the Copa America on Wednesday night. Uruguay were defeated 1-0 against Colombia at the Copa America semi-final encounter. Jefferson Lemar scored the only goal of the match in the first half. However, shortly after, the Mexican referee Cesar Ramos blew the final whistle of the game. Núñez and his teammate Ronald Araujo were among the Uruguay players who rushed over to a section of Colombia fans inside the Bank of America Stadium. Jimenez was seen exchanging punches with Colombia supporters before police stepped in to separate the two groups. Meanwhile, Uruguay captain Los Jimenez has since claimed that his teammates were engaged in the confrontation because their families who were sitting near the Colombia supporters were in danger during the match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's official and it's a done deal as Bayern Munich today announced that they finally secured the signing of Portuguese midfielder João Palhinha from Fulham for a reported fee of €49 million. That's $53 million after coming close to acquiring him last year. The 28-year-old who spent 2 years at Fulham after arriving from Sporting Lisbon in 2022 for €22 million signed a 4-year contract. Bayern had been poised to sign Palhinha in 2023. The defensive midfielder had even posed in the club street, but the deal fell through just before the transfer window closed when Fulham failed to find a replacement. Well, João Palhinha signing is Bayern's third major arrival of the summer as the club continues a summer rebuild after a 4 season without a trophy since 2012. Forward, former Crystal Palace player Michael Olise and centre-back Hiroki Ito have already joined the club alongside manager Ise Company, who was appointed coach at the end of last season. The company will be tasked with returning Bayern to the top of the German football tree after their streak of 11 straight Bundesliga titles was broken last season. Bayern Munich defender Martins de Ligt has told his agent Rafaela Pimenta that he only wants to join Manchester United this summer. Both clubs are in negotiation over the move after the Ligt personal terms with United. After the Ligt agreed personal terms with Manchester United, according to football expert Fabrizio Romano. Romano tweeted yesterday that Martins de Ligt told his agent Rafaela Pimenta 2 weeks ago telling Manchester United no negotiations with other clubs. The contract agreed is valid until 2029, that's June 2029, 5 years. The Leeds only want United. Negotiations between Manchester United and Bayern are also proceeding well. The Leeds is expected to cost United just €50 million. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to say, maybe why. See you tomorrow. I remain James Glow Adruti Mary. Bye.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365 Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by